But the most likely thing that will happen is we will simply inflate our way out of the mess.
Yeah.
And that is the best business plan for governments and central banks. And that's why everybody listening and watching should simply align their interest with the two most powerful forces the human race has ever known, governments and central banks.
Mm-hmm.
Just align our interests with them.
Yeah.
I mean, look, philosophically, we all hate what they're doing.
Right.
Okay, I know crypto people hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it philosophically. I get it. But from a practical standpoint, we're not going to beat them. They are the most powerful entities the human race has ever known.
Right.
They are going to have their way. And their business plan is inflation. So we've got to align our interests with them. So how do we do that? What's the most effective way to do that? Well, we can invest in inflation-resistant or inflation-proof assets.
Yeah.
Cryptocurrencies, precious metals, those are the traditional things, even though crypto is not that old to be traditional yet, but in its brief time, that's a traditional idea. But the other thing we can do is simply use debt. And I always like to say debt is my favorite four-letter word.
Right.
So we can use debt to basically game the system. Yeah. And here's how we're going to do it.
Dave Ramsey, cover your ears.
Yeah, Dave Ramsey is clueless about this, okay? Dave Ramsey is good.
He's a good person. He's a good person.
For the audience he speaks to,
yes,
he's good. Because most of those people have a ton of credit card debt. They're overspending. They're not delaying gratification.
Right.
And Dave Ramsey would agree with me and say delay gratification for a bigger future.
Right.
That's all good until you get to the point of actually wanting to make money. Dave Ramsey is about getting your life in order.
Right.
And he's good for that.
Yeah.
His audience needs to hear that.
The debt snowball.
The problem is you need to graduate from Dave Ramsey.
Yeah.
Okay, graduate from 6th grade and move on to junior high school and college, right? In the idea here, the metaphor.
Yeah, in the metaphor.
And so debt is the best way to game the system and to beat the Federal Reserve and all other central banks at